Hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, it's opening day of the deer season. What's up with that? That it's freaking winter wonderland out here on opening day. I don't know if that's a good thing. I'm not like an expert deer hunter or anything, but we're gonna see what we can make happen in the snow. So it's like 11 in the morning right now. So I totally missed opening morning because last night when I was driving up here, I got a flat tire on the trailer, and then I went to switch it out with the spare, and the spare went flat. So I was kind of stuck like Chuck. I was able to make it to a tire place with what little air the spare had in it, and I had to wait for them to open at 7 in the morning. But then they didn't have the tires, so they had to ship it over to them, and blah blah blah. So anyway, alas, we have arrived, and I am almost up to where I'm gonna try hunting. I was gonna try another area, but because it's snowing and I'm not so comfortable hunting in the snow, I'm going to the place that's closest to town just in case I get in a pickle. Then I'll be ready to call for help or whatever, or even walk to help. I think it's probably like 10 miles to town, so it is, yeah, just playing it safe a little bit because I'm not so comfortable in the snow. And I borrowed my stepdad's four-wheeler, which he was so gracious to lend me, even though he's only been my stepdad for about a year and some change. But yeah, let me borrow his four-wheeler and his trailer. So I wanted to get up kind of deeper before I started walking, because during the elk season I was just constantly walking everywhere. I was like putting 10 miles on a day, it seemed like, at least. And after 4 days of that, it can get pretty exhausting. The first day it's great, but then after that it just, yeah, gets rough. So but yeah, anyway, we're almost here. So I just want to let you know that I might not film because of the snow until I actually see a deer or something, and even then I might not, because I'm not good enough to be able to film stuff and kill stuff at the same time, apparently. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll try and make it happen, but
The scary thing about that was that those sounds were coming from basically every side of me. Like I heard at least 3 on my right side and probably like at least 10 on my left. I thought they were only on my left side at first. Then I heard some more off to the right. Pretty freaky.
Man, I don't know what those dog noises were, but that was pretty creepy. I'm thinking that they were coyotes, but I don't know what the freaking... I didn't catch it on camera, but there was like this loud screaming growl sound that sounded like what I would assume probably a mountain lion sounds like when it's defending itself, kind of. So maybe there's a bunch of coyotes attacking a mountain lion, or I don't know. I don't know if that happens or if that's even a thing, but that area that I was in, as I was walking around after hearing all those sounds, I found a whole bunch of like big holes dug in the ground, and I just saw lots of dog tracks everywhere, or canine tracks I should say, because I don't know if they're like domestic dogs or if they really are coyotes or whatever. But anyway, because of that, I decided to relocate, because I feel like if there are that many coyotes in the area, there's probably not that many deer. I'm just assuming. So this is day 3, location 6. I'm just bouncing all over from place to place. Basically, every morning I've been in a different place, and every evening I've been in a different place. This is the 6th evening, or the 6th, yeah, the 3rd evening, I guess 6th location.
I think I just made it happen. My first big game animal ever. Tiny mule deer. But this place is so jam-packed with people. I cannot even believe this is the first weekend of the hunt, because it started on a Wednesday. Today's Saturday. Oh my gosh. All right. Little 2-point. Man, I am stoked. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I made it happen. Oh, he's still breathing. Hang on. Let me give it just a second. I don't know where I hit him. I don't even see the bullet wound. Oh my god. Oh my god, do you believe it? Oh, I don't believe it. I was chalking it up as a loss already. Man, on a whim I decided to stop here. My stepdad let me borrow his 4-wheeler, so I've been able to reach some really high places, like high elevation. Saw a lot of elk sign yesterday. Just have not seen one buck. Last night, however, I was just driving the road over here and I saw a whole herd of deer with one buck. This might have been the same one, just on the edge of the road. And then I was thinking, I think that's public land right on the opposite side. So I went up the street, slept a little bit, came back over here, parked my car, decided to hop out and try and find this guy. I walked in here, there's another hunter, so I was hustling my butt off. I just wanted to beat him up to the top of this hill because I could see the whole hillside. I saw him over there, so I decided to get up to this hilltop. So I got up here. It was a pretty good vantage point, but not good enough. So I kind of went around to the opposite side. The hilltop itself is shaped kind of like an L. So I went to the top of the L and I could see everything. But as I was coming up to that point, I saw a freaking buck, jumped him, ran into the weeds, and I was like, there's no way I'm getting him again. So I just kind of chilled out, caught my composure, and I was hoping I was going to catch him running up the hillside. Didn't ever see him. So I was like, where did he go? Did he bed down again? So I stood up and seen his tail walking into some trees. So I followed the trail in, or followed where I seen his tail go into, and then thought I lost him again. Totally lost view of him, and I jumped him again. He jumped, ran around, did kind of a little bit of a U, and stopped right in this perfect clearing. I'm not great with my rifle yet, so I was sitting there trying to find him in my optic. Having the hardest time even I could see him with my eyes, but I couldn't get him in my scope. So finally I found a reference point. It was just like a tree. I aimed at the tree, and he was directly to the right of the tree, so I aimed at the tree and then went over a little bit, seen his face, put it on his kill zone, shot him, dropped him right there. And oh man, I cannot even believe that just happened. Got him. He's still breathing, so I'm gonna give him a little bit. Man, this is the coolest thing ever. I could see why you guys are addicted to this. Oh, I've been addicted actually too. I just haven't killed anything yet until now. First big game animal, fittingly a nice little 2-point. It would be a little bit unfair if I came in here and killed like a 4-point with kickers, and all these other guys are working their butts off, going to the tops of hills and stuff to get those things done. So this is the perfect ending to a perfect hunt. Loved it. I gotta say thank you, huge thank you to my wife, my beautiful wife, for watching our kids, taking them to school, picking them up, taking the days off of work, watching them all day around. And today is the day that it happened. Thanks, babe. I love you. Love you to my kids. Hey, this is a trip. Of course, I don't see a buck this entire time. I'm sitting here with my downed buck, and right up the hillside, there's another freaking buck. Maybe they were together. I don't even know if you can see that. I hope you guys can see that. Another little 2-point, but what are the chances that I freaking kill a buck and in the same 5 minutes see another buck? Man, the reality that I just killed an animal is just setting in. Sorry, I'm trying to get this shadow right so it's not too distracting. But I just realized that I have a bunch of work to do, none of which I know how to do. I've watched lots of YouTube videos, but I think I forgot everything. So if you guys want to watch me clean a animal when I don't know how, no, I'm not going to film that because I don't have enough equipment up here to film me cleaning it with me, or film me cleaning it with, yeah. But yeah, so again, I just want to say thanks to my wife for letting me come up here. 2 huge thank yous that I haven't thrown out yet. Thank you to the guys on the Hushin channel. They affect a ton of people. They have thousands of followers, probably hundreds of thousands maybe at this point. I'm not real sure, but check out their YouTube channel if you haven't already. But I started getting interested in hunting again because I have PTSD, and I feel like getting out in the woods kind of helps me clear my mind and relax a little bit. But watching their videos just kind of motivated me to want to actually take it seriously, get the equipment that I needed, get the knowledge that I needed to come out here and actually make it happen. That was last year. The only hunt that I really got last year was the archery elk, and I couldn't make it happen during that time. I almost did, but I didn't quite. Almost doesn't count in hunting, I guess. And also my dad, Mike. He is not my biological dad, but he did take that role growing up because I didn't grow up with my dad. Eventually I met my dad, which is cool. So now we have a relationship and everything, but Mike is the one who taught me all about fishing, all about the outdoors. He took me hunting the first few years. We weren't able to make it happen, but he taught me about, you know, just coming out and surviving out in the wilderness and kind of what to look for when you're hunting. And really, he gave me all the fundamentals of deer hunting. So although I did study more after what he taught me, he basically gave me everything I needed to make this happen today. So I owe a huge thank you to him. He's still a huge part of my life. I love him and his family. He has a great family. Love all of those guys. But yeah, I'm about to try and clean this deer. So, and do you quarter a deer or do you just quarter elk? I don't even know. I don't know how I'm gonna get him out of here. He looks heavy and I'm not strong. So we're gonna see what happens. But I'm gonna clean it up, tag him, maybe bag him, bring him out, maybe drag him. You know I'm going with this. But yeah, I'll catch up with you guys when we're
heading out. And that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. It's all wrapped up in a pretty package over there. There's all the guts and everything. I don't know if I'm even... Yeah. But now I gotta hike out of here. It's not too far, actually. It's probably less than a mile to the road, so... Got a little walk. Pretty much all downhill, which is awesome. But it is heavy. I didn't realize how heavy that thing was going to be. Thought after I got the guts out and got the meat all off and everything that it would be not too bad. I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to be able to make it in one trip. We'll see. But I'm going to give it a go and get all packed up and headed out of here and get this guy on ice. But yeah, thanks for tuning in again. Appreciate all of you and all your support. Happy hunting, everybody who is still yet to hunt or are hunting right now. Good luck, and I will talk to you later.